Hello and welcome to SoftIQ Technologies. In today's video, we will be looking at how Odoo ERP can be used in a liquor shop to manage stocks, sales, purchases, and accounts. Below are some of the features in Odoo ERP: inventory management, barcode and label printing, multi-unit sales, customer loyalty programs, discounts and promotions, e-commerce and website orders, cash control, POS on tablet and mobile, offline mode on POS, integrated accounting, and analytics. So we are going to jump straight into the system. So this is the main menu of the system, where we'll be able to set up all your products. For example, we can be able to set up the products based on the categories. So for example, you can have wine, you can have whiskey, you can have beers. And each of these products, you can be able to capture the barcode, and you can be able to define a selling price and a cost price. And also you can be able to define the unit of measure if you're selling per piece. And these products can be connected to the chart of accounts through this product category, where when you sell this product, it's going to hit an income account called sales income wine, and it's going to hit a cost of sales account. So also we can be able to set up your customers. So part of the data we'll be able to create for you and capture is your customers, which can be customers who are buying from the POS, and also customers who are buying from the website. So each of your customers, you can be able to define, for example, the credit limit and the payment terms you have given them. Also, another area we'll be able to capture is a chart of accounts, as I mentioned. So in the chart of accounts, we'll be able to define all your income accounts and your expense accounts. So for example, here on the income, you can have sales income wine, sales income vodka and such. And you can also have your cost of sales, and then you can capture also your expenses. So you can capture all the expenses you incur from petty cash, so that you can be able to generate a P&L report and a balance sheet. So without any further ado, we can be able to do a purchase process. So in your purchases, you can be able to capture what we call vendors. So you can come here and create all your vendors, capturing also, for example, the payment terms they've given you. And if you have suppliers who you buy from them in different currencies, you can be able to capture the currency you buy from them. And also, if you ship them from abroad, you can be able to capture things like landing costs and any other costs you incur. So let's jump into the purchase module, and let's do a purchase order. So we're going to do a purchase order to a supplier. So for example, here we can choose, let's say, Alpha Liquor, and then we can choose the products we want to buy from them. So say for example, we want to buy this product. So from here, you can already see you have how many in stock. So this helps you to know whether you have enough stocks. So let's say I want to buy 5 pieces of this. Then you can choose another product, let's say the beef eater pink strawberry, also 5 pieces. And then you can be able to save this purchase order. And from here, you can be able to know the last time you bought this product, how much you bought it at. So say for example, if I click here, I can see these are the previous purchases. So I have bought it from this supplier and also from this supplier. So you can be able to know if at all this supplier is giving you the best rates. So say for example, maybe they sell to you this one at 22.30, and also let's say for example this one here, you had previously bought it at 3,500. So let's say this supplier sells you at 3,400. That's the price inclusive. So the system can also be integrated to emails. So from here, you can be able to send this to the supplier. So you can click here, send by email. I'll give it a minute, and then you can say send. This purchase order, you can be able to also print it. So if I come here and say I want to print the purchase order, I can be able to see how it is going to look from the supplier side. So this is how the LPO can look, and we can be able to customize it, put your payment terms and such. So now from the supplier, once you send it, so it comes like this. So they can be able to see, so this is the LPO, and also it's attached there, and they can be able to respond and deliver. So once the goods come, you can be able to come and confirm the order. Once you can confirm, you can come and do a goods receipt. So you can just come here and if at all they supply less quantities, you can be able to adjust. But if they bring the same quantities you ordered, you can just validate this. And you can be able to go to the purchase order and capture the supplier invoice, also known as a bill. So you can capture the bill date, and you can also capture the invoice number that the supplier has brought. And then you can confirm this. Later when you'll be paying, you can be able to do a payment against that supplier invoice. So I can just register a payment. Maybe you're issuing them a check. So I can just come here and mention the check number. And then you can capture the payment, and the bill now shows as paid. So of course, now when you do such a purchase, your stocks will have gone up. So if I go to the inventory module, I can be able to come and check our stock levels. I can see our stocks have gone up. So you can be able to filter stocks for the different categories. If I want to see stocks for the beer, let's say in the main warehouse. So the system also supports multi-warehouse. So if you want to know the stocks in the main or the stocks in the store for beer in the main, maybe you want to know vodka, you can be able to filter with these filters here. So the next part I'll take you through is the sales, where you can be able to do sales in the POS module, or you can also do them in the back office. So let's first of all start with the back office sales, where you can be able to do a quotation. So let's say, for example, you have a customer like this, they ask you for a quotation. So they want this wine. So you can see you already have 16 pieces, so they ask for 2 pieces. You can be able to capture any other product they want. Let's say this one here. We can see we have stocks, so they want 2 pieces of this. So this can be used especially for corporates who may request for a quotation. So you can save this, and also you can send it by email. So the requirement for this is that you have to have captured the email of the customer, so that it automatically sends this quotation via email. Yeah, so for now we have not set up an email for this customer, but we can just preview how this quotation looks like. Okay, so this is how the quotation looks like. Then once the customer confirms the quotation, you can be able to come and confirm this quote and do a delivery note. So you can deliver from this warehouse, and you can validate this, and you can print out the delivery note. Once you print out the delivery note, you can be able to come and also capture the invoice. Okay, and you can confirm it, and when the customer pays, you can register payment. So basically that is the back office sales. Now we can go to the point of sale sales. This is for quick sales. So from here you can be able to search for a product, and also you can have this kind of customization where you can be able to see the stocks in real time even as you sell. So for example, a customer walks in, they want this product, or they want also this product. So you can be able to come, you can capture the customer, or if it's a walk-in, you can proceed to payment. You can capture cash, validate, and this prints out a sample of the receipt. So let's just have a look at it. Send it to the desktop. Okay, so this is just a sample of how the receipt will look like. So it shows you your details there, and you can also integrate it to eTeams, where it can capture the KRA details. So that's just a sample of the receipt. So let's just go back. So also you can be able to sell through searching. So for example, I can come here and search maybe for a product like okay, like the Best Classic. Okay, so I can sell this here. Also, in addition, I can be able to sell using a barcode. So say for example you have a barcode scanner, you can be able to scan it. So for example, I'm selling this product called Valentine's, or another product like this one. So you can be able to capture through a barcode scanner. Okay, so from here I can be able to proceed to choose a customer. Say for example, maybe there's a customer called Jackson, and you can be able to come here and proceed to payment, and you can capture the cash they've given you, and you can validate this. So now this one shows you like what they sold, and also the change also. So also the system has what we call customer loyalty program. So the way we have just sold to that customer, if I was to just duplicate this, I can just go back here and go to the customer. Sorry, let's go to the point of sale and look at the loyalty program. So we can see here the customer we've just sold to, Jackson Omondi. So the way we've set up this loyalty, you can be able to set it up in a way that for the accumulation, you can see that for every so you can have different levels of accumulation. Say for example, you can say brandy and the rest. For every 100 shillings spent, you can get like 1 loyalty point, or more like yes, well, for every 100 shillings spent, you get 1 loyalty point. So you can also define, let's say for beers, to have a different accumulation. So you can have this one set up like this, and then also you can set up the redeeming, where you can say each point is each point is equals to 1 shilling. So you can set up that each point is equals to 1 shilling. So say for example, I continue selling to the same customer. So as we have seen, this customer right now has 41 loyalty points. So we can sell to them some additional products. Okay, so let's sell to them 2 pieces of this. Just this one also. So these are products worth 10,000. We can choose the customer. Proceed. We say cash. We validate. So right now, if I was to check the loyalty points, we can see their points are continuing to add. So right now they have 141 points. So right now, if say for example, maybe they come and they want to redeem, we can be able to sell to them a product like, let's say a product that is worth like 100 bob. But let's continue selling to them by the way, so that they have more points. Now, as you can see, the customer has enough points, so they have 463 points. So now we are going to do a redeeming. So for example, maybe they come here and they want to buy a beer which is worth 300 shillings. You can be able to choose the customer. Let's some reason I can't find them. So So that customer, it's Jackson, sorry. Okay, so you can choose a customer, and then you can see that you want them to redeem. So it tells you that 1 Kenya shillings is equals to 1 point. So you say you want to redeem, and then you can proceed to payment, and then you can be able to choose cash and validate. Now if you go back to that customer, say for example you come here and look at the loyalty points, you'll find that this customer, their loyalty points have gone down from the 400 points they had to now 164, because they have bought a product worth 300 shillings, and they have also accumulated some points from also that sale. Okay. Okay, another feature in the system is that it's not possible to sell if you do not have stocks in the system. So this disallows any negative stocks. So if you try to sell a product which doesn't have stocks, it gives you an error. So another area that the system has is something we call the promotions. So say for example, maybe you may have something like a price list, something that say for example, by default you usually sell let's say Tusker. You sell Tusker at 300 shillings, so you can be able to sell Tusker cash to a walk-in customer, and you can be able to print out that receipt. But now you may want to say that you want to have like a happy hour, where for example between a certain time to a certain time you are selling at a price of 250. So we can say one piece we are selling at 250, and you can define when this promotion will be running. So say for example you can say it's running on this date. So if I come back here, and by the way, you can also have different users. So say for example, maybe when this user can be changing their shift, another user can be able to come and log in. So for the same product now, you can see the price has changed to 250. You can be able to sell to a walk-in customer who pays cash, and you can be able to print out the receipt. Okay, so now once the shift is closed, you can be able to close the shift. So for example, you can have a specific user who can be able to close a shift and do the reconciliation. So say for example an administrator, so they can come here and say they want to close a session. So you can be able to capture the cash that has been collected after doing reconciliation. Then you can close the session. And now the system is ready for the next shift. So that was the point of sale module. Now we can go to the e-commerce. So for the e-commerce, you can be able to say for example, let me just log out for this one. So, but basically this is the interface for the POS, but basically I want to log out so that we see how a customer who comes to your website will see. So a customer can come to your website and be able to come and choose the products they want to buy. So let's say for example they want to buy this, they add to cart, and they can be able to proceed selling, or rather proceed buying. So say for example can come here and search for Bailey's 750 ml. They add to cart also. Now you can come here and the customer can come here and view their cart. So that's one Bailey's and one Tusker can. It's coming to 3,800. So they can proceed to checkout. They can give their name. So say for example, someone called Robert Mwasia, and they can be able to give their email. So you can choose which fields you want to be by default to be captured when a customer is checking out from the website. Plus 254. You can be able to define where they want the product to be picked. This is okay, so it has a number of fields, but you can be able to choose which ones you want to be by default. So they can proceed to check out. And here you can have several options. So for example, here we have an additional delivery charge of 200 shillings. You can define what other charges there can be. So from here you can have all these payment methods, so card, cash on delivery, M-Pesa. So say for example they say it's cash on delivery, and then they can proceed to finish the order. Okay, so from here, if at all the customer wants to print out their order, they can be able to print it out also. So this is how their order will look like. So one Tusker can, one Bailey's, and there's a shipping charge, total coming to 4,000. So now let's log in as the back office users. So for the back office users, once they log in, they can come to the website module, and then they can come here to the orders. So they can be able to filter. They want to see the ones which are not confirmed, like this one here. So they can be able to proceed and confirm this order, and then they can do delivery. And also do an invoice. Okay, so now for this kind of website orders, confirm this invoice. So for this back office orders, also these customers will be created in the list of your customers. So like this customer, Robert Mosia, who purchased from the website, you can see the system has captured their mobile number and their email, and also they will have accumulated some points also, because you can have loyalty points being accumulated from the POS back office and also from the website orders. Okay, so we have gone through all those sales options. Now we want to look at accounting. So at the end of the day, you want to see how the business is performing. So for that, you can come here to the accounting module, and you can run things like a report like profit and loss. So you can have it defined as like this way, where you can be able to see all the income accounts, the cost of sales, any overheads, and the net profit. And this kind of a report, you can be able to export it like a PDF format. So we can be able to define for you a profit and loss report. Let's say maybe you want to even group your expenses like administrative expenses and such. We can be able to design for you this P&L report. You can also run, let's say, the balance sheet. So for this one I can choose this balance sheet report. Okay, so right now there are no fixed assets, but basically we can be able to define like much more on this balance sheet. Another report, of course, you can also do accounting related things like capturing of petty cash. Let me just show you how to do that. So from the point of sale, you can come here and choose you want to do like petty cash. You can choose it's which user who's posting this one. It's for which expense account. So say for example, maybe you have you're paying for some travel, you send someone, so you can say maybe this is 2000, and you can put your reference like say for example, money given for rider, and you can be able to post this. Now there are additional reports which you can run. Say for example, these are sales details. Okay, so this sales detail report shows you the products and the categories, how many pieces have been sold for that period you've run it, and also you can also run some additional reports in the sales module. So reports like the sales, the summary sales report. Now this one is a very nice one because it shows you the quantity, the product, the quantity that have been sold, the unit price, and the profit also. So you can be able to filter it. So say for example, like the Baileys we've just sold, you can see it is capturing all the sales orders coming from POS, coming from the website, and also the back office sales, and it also gives you the profit, and you can be able to now export it to PDF, to Excel. You can also be able to filter per salesperson, and you can also run, for example, this report, salespersons, okay, this one here. So I want to run it from this date, and I want to see for administrator. You can preview. Okay, so we've gone through the reports. So another crucial area is things like dashboard. So we can be able to design for you dashboards that are able, at a glance you can be able to see how many POS orders have been done, how many sales orders, how many website orders, how many customers, which customer has the most sales, so you can see here. Then you can also capture things like sales by salesperson, which product is being sold mostly, so this one can capture all this. And also if you want to know which category is moving more than the rest, you can be able to see, say for example here we can see 30 pieces of wine have been sold, whiskeys, rum, and also you can have a drill down. Say for example you want to know out of those 30 wines which ones have been sold most, so you can see these are the wines which have been sold. So this is a dashboard which you can be able to customize for the different departments in your business. So that concludes our video for today. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. We welcome any questions or suggestions, and if you'd like us to help you set up Odoo ERP for your business, feel free to contact us at sales@softiqtechnologies.co.ke, and if you can subscribe and like our page, we will appreciate. Thank you.